So apparently Dr. Google says if I keep walking this way, I will end up in Chinatown. So we're just going to keep swinging along here and see if there's anything on the outskirts to have a little look at, talk about. Other than that, at some stage very soon, we're going to hit the outskirts of Chinatown. I guess things will start to change, signage will be a bit different. Hang on, looks like we could be coming, false alarm. So this is like a canal, you see that? Canal here. There's lots of canals that come from the inner city area and all flow into the river. Now, I'm going to mention the river's name. I don't know if even I got it right. Is it the Chao Phraya? Chao Phraya. Chao, not chow as in Italian chow. C-H-A-O. I don't know, I go on with sometimes with the wrong names. I have it in my head. I'm going to just check it here on the maps because, but I never get the, as you know, we just spoke about it, I never get the bloody name right. The pronunciation, Prayer. So the K-O, Prayer, I don't know. C-H-A-O. Now it's gone. Why does it keep, God. C-H-A-O, P-H-R-A-Y-A, river. That river. Not the easiest thing for me to pronounce. Someone did mention it because I spoke about it and they sort of looked at me funny and I was like, the river, that, you know, oh, and then they told me what it was in the Thai pronunciation. And I went, yes, it's that one. That's the one. So we're sort of running along there, you know, as I was saying, it's the canals that all over Bangkok City run into that. And we've seen the other day that system they have down there by the river where it catches all the plastic, the bottles, the rubbish, so that it doesn't end up out in the river itself. Little bits get out there. You can't stop every little piece from getting into the river. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too dirty, to be honest. When I was on the river the other day, a little bit of weed had come down, you know, but that's a natural element, plants and things, but only a little bit. I didn't really see bottles and bags and rubbish all over the place. We're not far from Chinatown. I sort of thought I'd walk down here. I saw a few people walking in and out of this area, but it's, I'll spin back around. What it is, it's the Holy Rosary Church down there. So maybe people are having a look, or Christians, you know, maybe going down there to the church. Is it Christian? Holy Rosary. Is Rosary, is that a Christian thing? Rosary beads. I don't know, you'll know. You probably know more than me about religion. I don't know a real lot. I know the basics about the religions. So when I get up here, I'm going to grab another tea. I think I really got, that really hooked me in, that Thai milk tea, because it's got a very, lick of my lips, very interesting and unique flavour. And they add that little bit of condensed milk, a little bit of carnation milk, all that ice in there. It just, on a hot day like this, it's just bellissimo. So this little section on the outskirts of Chinatown, once again you've got the really old buildings with the mum and dad businesses underneath, their residences. The big timber opening doors, that one's open, this one's closed. And this is how they make their money. Some of these people, you know, they just sell, look at this one. Well, I don't know what it is, just, you go in there, that might be a storage for a little a little restaurant, a 7-Eleven as usual. But they just open these up, and if they sell some goods in the day, drinks, whatever, bits and pieces of food and stuff, and so be it, good on them. They made some baht for the day. This one down here, all these little streets going down the side. They've all got food carts, street food. One across the road, she's selling durian. I mean, good on them, eh? Look at that. And this is what I love. Look at this. Little shops everywhere. Because it's so different to back home in Australia, it's a massive cultural difference. You see all these little shops and carts and stalls and everything. I'm going to go down this one because it's really cute. A lot of plants down here. Oh, look at this, eh? And they're all residences as well. I'm going to talk quiet because we are in their community as well. Little shops. Some are open, some are closed. But, you know, they're just going about their daily business. I think most of them look like actual residences. But there are some little stalls up here. I can hear some food cooking. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so there's a, up the end there's, what have we got? Is it a temple? This could be, yeah, it's a temple. So is this a Hindu? What is this? Do you know what this is? Oh, it's Chinese because, as I was saying, we're on the outskirts of Chinatown, and you've got lefts and rights, little lanes, nooks and crannies all over the show. Well, in the night time, this would be really nice in the night. I often say things are nicer in the night because you've got all the shops that are happening. It becomes more vibrant, all the lights are on. People have coloured lights and fairy lights, you know, what are those, festoon lights and festive lights, whatever they're called. But this is just a little communal area. And they seem, you know, really happy. Everyone just seems happy. They're sitting now, having their lunch, getting ready for tonight. You know, if this was back home in Australia, like say this, not looking like this, but it'd be considered rude to be walking down here where all these people are living, sitting doing their washing. They'd be looking at you thinking, yeah, what are you doing? And why are you down here filming us? Go away, mate, piss off. You know, I'm having a bong. But here, no one said a word. There was you know, auntie, I say auntie, but she's grandma, but a bit of respect. She's had a great life. Just sitting there, just having a little bit of tucker. We've got the bananas, is it? What are these? Oh, they've got bananas. Oh, he's doing the corn. Oh yeah, and he's cooking the bananas as well. So he's got bananas and corn being cooked. I'm going to double check my maps here. I know that I am getting closer and closer with every step to Chinatown. But I wanted to go along here and just have a little look down some of these side streets. Because you've got little ones everywhere, little lanes. They're not streets for cars. They've got their motorbikes in there because they live here as well. So they've got their businesses and they've got their residents above. But they're not for cars. Cars don't go down there. They're not wide enough for cars. Wide enough for humans and bikes. So typically you won't be having to worry too much about being bowled over by one of those, a tuk-tuk or a taxi. But we must be getting pretty close now. Let's just see where we are. We're coming into the Chinatown area, just on the outskirts. You see from the Chinese lanterns above. The outskirts will be interesting when you're sort of moulding in from the Thai to the Chinese influences. This is a Chinese one. Look, I won't go in. This is a whole Chinese temple just in the back there. You can see there it's written in Thai and Chinese. Yeah, when you're coming into Chinatown, you're going to get that. You're getting your Chinese temples and the influences with the Chinese lanterns. There's not a lot going on the outskirts right here. Hustle and bustle hasn't started yet. But as we know from the other day, whoa, hang about. And look at this. Right. Sort of on camera you don't think much about it, but I just walked past there and looked down there and it was like this tiny little lane, semi-dark lane. I imagine things a lot, but imagine walking down that in the night. The people that live in there don't think twice about it, but you know, as a tourist, imagine walking into that in the night, just with the glow of your mobile phone. There's no lights in there. You're just rolling around with the concrete walls. It's like this little, you know, go left, go right, round the corner we go. Concrete walls around you. I reckon that'd be actually pretty mad. So I love doing that in Sydney. We've got certain areas, the rocks and different places around, that have those little alleyways that you can walk down that are sort of hidden away. Now this is pretty interesting, to say the bloody least. This is a transformer, I think, isn't it? It's in the middle of a roundabout. How on earth did that get commissioned? I mean, as in, what significance? Hang on, can we see him there? Look at that. What significance does that have? I don't know. It does have some writing there. It's in Chinese and in Thai. You see something down there, see that? But anyway, more importantly behind it, look at that old building, that sort of creamy, rusty coloured building. See that? The bus now, walk. There you go. That's interesting. It says welcome. So it's the Sampeng district and it's a welcoming. So this dude here is going to be our protector for today, and he's going to protect and welcome us to the Sampeng Wong district. Wong, not Wang. You're kind of getting the idea. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of these words. Let me get across here. It's a bit tricky because we're right on this this corner, this intersection where the roundabout is, but they're coming around that corner and I can't see what's coming and they can't see what's around the corner. So I'm going to move down a bit. I'll get back to you in a minute. We're just about to hit the Chinatown precinct, and we'll buzz along through some of the little alleys and streets, and I'll film some aspects of it, some of the cooler bits, some of the bits we didn't do the other day. We might see some interesting things. See how we go. All right, we've just come to one side of Chinatown. There's one of the gates into Chinatown. Now you can't see it on camera as good as I can see it here. See the pagoda behind, the big gold temple pagoda, or is it? I don't know, it's on one of the buildings. That is massive. So many stories high, it's huge. It's amazing when you're here walking around and you see these things and you look at them and you think, wow, like the building, the construction of these things, how hard and how long would it take to build these things? Like these aren't like a 1 or 2 year old. These things have been made decades ago. Some things are bloody ancient. You know, and you think, how did you build the intricacy of these things? I mean, I guess they weren't built in a day, nor was Rome. So, you know, they were projects, I guess, that were built over time. But when you look at them, you just shake your head and go, God, how? That's huge. It's a bit like the pyramids. I don't know if you've ever been to the pyramids. I have. Back in 2008, the first time I ever travelled, went to Egypt. Stayed in Giza, right by the pyramids. Got in there late at night, early in the morning, went straight to the hotel, slept, woke up in the morning. I was with Mum actually. Hello Mum. And Mum opened the curtains and woke me up, and I said, Jesus, this better be good, because I'm so tired, what is it? And they were flung open and she said, well look. And I looked out and the pyramids were right there. Right, they were just there. And I was just buzzed out. I couldn't sleep then. I was buzzed out. And when you go to the pyramids and you actually stand at the base of them and you look up, you can't see the top. I'm looking up now, look. You can't see the top. They're very tall, they're monstrous. They're absolute monsters. And how they were built exactly, we still really don't know. But here is the one of the gates. There are numerous gates to Chinatown, and there is the temple pagoda behind us. I think, is that correct? I think it's the pagoda. But look at the old residences in front of it, and this giant temple towering above. I assume that would have been the biggest thing in the area back when it was built, and it would have been just a shining beacon in the sky for everybody to see. But I don't know exactly which way to go from here, so I will look at the maps while we're having a chat and a walk. I don't like to think I'm rude. I don't want to be rude or anything, but you know, you're free to, you can fast forward through anything you don't like. You can do whatever you want. We're still, yeah, so we're right on the outskirts. I just don't know whether, if I go, hang on, I'm going to go down this road. Is this Yayawarat Road? You're going, I don't know, I wouldn't have a clue. Oh no, hang on. Nah, that's the wrong way. Leroy, that's the wrong way. I don't want to get sidetracked too much. I don't want to end up going the complete opposite way to where I sort of are destined to go. And I've got it in my head that I want to go to Chinatown. Do I go through the main part or do I go down one of these side streets? Hey, let's do the main drag, eh? Let's do the main drag. We'll go past the temple. It's showing us from this gate here where that little red bus is going. See the red bus? The old red bus is going down it. So Yayawarat Road. Don't know if that's the correct pronunciation of that either. But it is the main drag into Chinatown, from this direction at least. You can get to Chinatown through many different roads, many different ways, east, south, north, west, you name it. It's a big area. It's massive. Biggest Chinatown in the world. Hang on. Can we fact check that? Hey Siri. Is the Bangkok Chinatown the biggest in the world?
I found this on the web.
She found this on the web. Well, it says it's one of the largest in the world. I thought I researched that it was the largest. It says it's one of the largest. But anyway, it was founded in 1782. Right, got that? 1782. It was founded. Long time ago, yeah? 250 years nearly. Is it? 250, yeah, nearly 240. About 240, isn't it? 241. So this is lovely. Look at this. Sorry, the toilets are temporarily out of order. Thought it was going to say no photos. No, not another place with no photos. So in we go. I'm not going to go in. I'm not going to go into every temple. This is it's a Chinese temple here. The outskirts. Oh, we're not even on the outskirts now. We're in. We're in Chinatown. And we're going to buzz along here. I do a lot of buzzing. Buzzing, if you don't know what I mean by saying buzz, it's just like walking, briskly walking, briefly walking, buzzing. It's not like a bee, I'm not flying. Not literally buzzing like flying. It's just my Aussie talk. Talk a bit of Aussie slang and a bit of shit every now and then. I try to speak good English as much as I can, especially on video. Sometimes you throw in a little bit of the Aussie slang, have a little bit of a laugh and a giggle and a chuckle. There, now I want to find the Thai milk tea vendor. What's this? Some Chinese place. I'm pretty random, aren't I? I do talk a lot of random stuff. But, oh shit, hang on. Is that shark fin? Look at that. It's the cartilage of shark's fin. I don't really want to... Oh, it was interesting to see. I don't want to endorse any of that sort of behaviour. I don't like animal cruelty or things like that where they're hunting sharks down for the fins. When I was in Phuket, there was a section in there about the shark finning and the terrible situation around the world that's been done with sharks. Those sharks, when they do that for the shark fin soups, they catch the shark, they cut the fins, and they throw them back in. Now the shark's alive for a little while, it's dying very painfully. Well, love or hate sharks, I don't like sharks, but they are still an animal that you don't want to have to think about dying slowly and cruelly. They cut the fin, they cut the side ones as well. They turf them in, they can't regrow that, and they just die. There's a video of in there at the Phuket Aquarium of one of them that had been done, and they were researching it and showing it dying. It was quite sad actually, quite sad, because I can only imagine, just by watching that, I can only imagine the pain that that animal is actually in. It can't express it, it's not making a noise, it's not showing that feeling, but you can imagine as a human, I can just imagine the pain that that thing is in. Terrible. Anyway, doom and gloom. I get into doom and gloom sometimes and then I'll jump back out because it gets a bit depressing. And sometimes you want to get teary. Even though I don't like sharks, it's still an animal and it's sad. There's another one over there, Shark Fin Restaurant. I will not endorse that stuff. There's quite a few of them there, I don't like it. But I don't want to show negative, but I am just pointing out some of the facts and some of the things that are around. Still around to this day, shark fin. I mean, if it's done humanely, and things are done humanely, it's fine. Like we eat chickens, pork, pigs and cows and all sorts of animals. But typically, it is, you know, they are produced and they are killed in a humane way. Look at this bus here, city sightseeing, Bangkok, Elephant Go-Go. So these are, they have these in Sydney as well, like the Discovery buses, Explorer buses. Thailand's no different, very touristy area. I've got a chrysanthemum tea fellow just here, but I'm after. I really got the taste of that Thai milk tea. Bloody superb. Superb. It's on my tongue, I can still Oh, hang on, maybe it's in my beard. No, it's not. I'm only kidding. Just being random. I'm not a slob sometimes. So as you see, we're in, oh hello. Oh, they're doing Lucky Buddha stuff, so you can give some money for the Lucky Buddha. Not right at the moment. I don't know, it's a Chinese Lucky Buddha. So this street is the main drag in and through. You'll often see videos and whatnot of Chinatown, Bangkok, and it'll be this strip. And I can only imagine it in the night. I know I said it the other day that I should really have a look in the night, but sometimes I want to have a look in the day as well, because in the night I've got other little activities I'm going to do. I like to go to the food markets around that are open up in the night. There's some big ones around Bangkok, and I think that Chinatown is probably no exception. From the stuff I've seen, there's big night markets here as well. Maybe, should I come here tonight? Should I come here and have a look at all the nice lights and festive lights on and all the lanterns and everything, the big LED signage and all the neon and stuff? I think, like, look at that up there. It's just something to see. You know, I'm being one of the largest in the world. Look at that up there. Look at all the, signs that have neon all over them in the night time. Could be something. This could be. I make things up as I go. Sometimes I think I say things, I make it up as I go too, because it's in my head. I've probably seen it in videos, or I've read it, or I've kind of researched things, and it's up in the memory bank. But I don't always think that I'm Einstein just because I say that, this is that and something. I'm probably along the lines right, or I'm dead right because I've checked it before and researched it. But there's a lot of vendors around here too. I'm just looking for sorry, I've got a bit of a cough today. I don't know if it's what's going on. I don't know if it's a residual. I don't think I've got that head cold thing, because I think that's pretty much gone. I don't know, it could be Bangkok, it could just be a bit of the pollution and stuff. I don't know, who knows? I'm not a doctor. How do we know what's wrong with us if we don't go to a doctor? But I won't go to a doctor just for a little cough. We've got a lot of things here, rambutans and lychees and mangosteens. But you can sort of see behind, we had a bit of a look. You can see before, look at that, all the way around me. There's food everywhere, mostly food at the moment. We're not in those little alleyways where all the items are being sold. But they're everywhere, on the left, the right, bloody up. If they could go up ways, if they can make market stalls up ways, I think they'd be doing that as well. So here you got 50 baht for a little bag of mangoes. That's not bad, really. $2.20 Australian, for a little bag of fresh mango. Was that on ice? No, it wasn't on ice, but you can go down here, you can go left, you can go right, you can go any which direction you want here. So if you come here, like I said before in that other vid, come here and just have a bit of an explore. There's so much to see and do, it'll pop your eyeballs. If your eyeballs haven't already been popped from some other means and method of Bangkok, come here. I know I say come here, go there, do this, do that. Depends how long you got, I guess, in Bangkok. Look at these behind me, look at that. Should I take a selfie? Oh, look at the girls on the bikes. So you can hire these bikes. Look, all the girls, all the Western girls there. Whole heap of them. There's another one, there's another. Oh, that's not a girl, that's a boy. There's another one. So they may be on a little tour. Could be a little bike tour where they go around. You can hire those. Somebody was telling me you can hire the bikes for free And they've got the little pick-up drop-off areas all around the city. So if your eyeballs haven't been popped already by the stuff in Bangkok, come out here, come into Chinatown, have a squizzy around. I would say come here in the later afternoon, where you're going to be here a little bit in the day, a bit into the sunset and then into the evening. Have a little look at the street food vendors, grab something to eat and drink. Check out the stalls with all the bits and pieces and the junk and shit and everything else that you probably don't want to buy. But it's just an eye-opener. Did you see my new shirt that I was wearing the other day? I only started the other day. I got a few of them done and I've brought over with me. If I can just make this go down like a bit. Hang on, is it going down? What's happening here? It's so damn hard to see because this has got facial tracking. So this tracks my face and it's you'll see it's got my logo on the shirt, which my logo is the QR code for our, well, it's not for the website, it's dynamic. It'll change. If I need it to change, I can change it to anything, but it goes directly to our YouTube channel. Now I'm in a section that sells tons of fruit. Fruit everywhere here. And I think I'm seeing a couple of little juice joints. Maybe no Thai tea. Maybe I'll have a juice for now. I'll go for a Thai tea again a bit later on. What time have we got? Hello, 2:44 p.m. So 2:44 in the afternoon. So I reckon a lot of the nighttime vendors are going to sort of start to roll in. Yeah, the girls over here are starting to set up. See behind me? See that with the green? They're starting to set up over there. It's getting towards the 3 p.m. A lot of your nighttime stuff will be kicking in soon. Now, oh no, I'm not looking at the camera. I get bloody sidetracked easy. Things everywhere. So I'm seeing tea and I'm seeing juices and I'm seeing a bit of this and a bit of that and bloody things that I think I want. Now, see this? This is like the four ways here, because I'm in an intersection of what would have been a road maybe originally, many years ago. Just gone through, and at this four ways area, the every street, down every road, down every street are stores for food, typically food around here. So I just found a patch shop. Remember I was looking for patches for our flag, the Australian flag. When I was at Chutterchuck yesterday, I seen a shop and it had the New South Wales state flag, which is not a very easy flag to find. And I said to myself, I'll grab those on the way out because I'll probably come back out past here. And I ended up not being able to even find it. So you've got small ones here for 25 baht or 5 for 100. That's not a bad price, $4.40 Australian for 5. So we've got our country flag here, Australia. I want to get these if they're iron-on, but it'd be good to have, I'm wondering, would it be good to have Australia written under it, like the Thailand one here? Because then not everyone knows the Australian flag. I mean, most people do. So those ones are 3 for 100, I think, on that side. These are cute, look at them. 3 for 100. They're pretty big too. Oh, look at that. Route 66. That's a big one there. They're iron-on. What about these sequin? They're all sequin. I'm not sure. I can't see the pricing on those. Yeah, so I can't find the particular ones I want. That one's not too bad. I mean, it's just doesn't have Australia written under it. I'm umming and ahhing whether I want to have Australia under it or not. Definitely no New South Wales ones. Damn, I should have got that. Because in my head I was like, wow, that's just a state flag of Australia, like something that's fairly rare. So this is a busy bloody market strip. Oops, sorry. Every shop's full. Full. Some have just got jewellery, some have got cosmetics. I was trying to find that Australia flag patch. I found another store, had some different sizes than that, and the prices are good. I'm kind of looking for the one where it has Australia written underneath the flag as well, but I'm finding that a bit hard to find around here. Look at this, there's people everywhere here. It's only a little narrow strip. Lady here selling bangers, sausages, look at that, 12 baht. 12 baht, is that for one? Probably. 12 baht. So you got their little stores. Some have got air conditioned too. Looks like it's going to rain behind me. Bit of dark weather coming in. I don't know if you can see that. That would not be ideal at the moment. Yeah, definitely wouldn't be ideal. I'm going to get run over. I'm in the middle of the road. It's time to move on. Let's go down here. Check out this market strip. It says there no photos, but it's a video. Look at the size of the bows. They're giant. For a wig, if you want a wig, you can get a wig for 200 baht. This is a lot of cosmetics, keychains and plastic and rubber bits and pieces, shoes and whatever. You name it, as usual. They've got it. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. Prices aren't too bad. Look at this. 20 baht, isn't it? You put a phone or something on it, attach it to a phone, put it around your neck. 20 baht. Still trying to find a drink. Yeah, I'm going to have to hear that? That's how dry I am. I can hardly even talk. I'm going to have to expedite getting a drink because I'm getting pretty dehydrated. Maybe that tea there, I don't know. If I get too hydrated, I'm going to get lightheaded, start getting a bit dizzy, which is what happens when you get dehydrated. So fans, a big and popular item here in Thailand with the heat. A lot of people are walking around with those personal fans. All right, I found something that I want. This will be refreshing. Good old sugar cane, fresh sugar cane. Look at this fella over here. So, just hello. How much is the big one?
And ice 35 baht.
Yes.
35 baht.
35.
Like 25 baht.
And okay. 25, 35.
Okay. 25 baht.
Yes. Lovely.
ครับ
The big one. This one. This size. Big.
25 baht.
Big one.
You want big size?
Big. Yep. Get the big one.
Where you come
So
from?
human. Australia.
Good. Again, please. Street.
Australia.
Sorry.
Australia.
Sorry.
Do you know Sydney? Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, down the bottom.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Land. Sydney.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay. See you, my friend.
Yes.
See you.
Bye-bye. All right. Got a juice from the lovely man. Sugar cane. Yum. Beautiful. Let's go. I don't know whether I want to get out of here or... Still looking for those flags. I only seen a couple of shops. God. Have you ever had fresh sugar cane? He literally is just rolling it through the press. It's coming out fresh. How about that? 35 baht. It's a big giant one, look at that. Look at the size of that. It's huge. 35. What's that? It's nearly too hot to calculate. It's 44 per 10. Times that by 3.5. $1.30, $1.40. I don't know, $1.40 or something Australian. $1.45 maybe. Bloody giant. Now, what else have we got? People on motorbikes. Sunnies. Get your sunnies here, mate. All the different types. Probably only about 100 baht each. Oh, mate, I could go this real quick, but I want to take it easy. Just savour it. I'm thirsty as, but I don't want to guzzle it all down in one go. I do have to eat as well. Now, it's like nearly 3:15. I haven't eaten anything. So when I do find some nice food, I'll probably grab it, I think. What have I got down there? Nothing. That was good, wasn't it? Anyhow, I want to show you. This street's very quiet. There's nothing much happening. Well, that behind that building there is a bit dark. That's coming in. Shit, I hope it doesn't rain. The sections where I was just looking in there, it's all undercover. God, sorry. It's all undercover. So I think you probably wouldn't get wet. Might not be fully waterproof, but it does have awnings all over it. But I still don't really want it to rain while you're out in a market. Imagine that. Everyone's diving to get under cover, you be under there with them, all sloshed up. Your shoes to be full of water. Ugh. Look how busy this lady is here. Someone durian. Durian with sticky rice. Everyone's lined up. Wraps it up in a banana leaf. 15 and 30 baht, little packages. How good is that? Amazing. So she's just standing in the street. Everyone's lined up. She's like the J5 of durian. She's got a bloody line up. Look at these strawberries. Mate, they're giant. 80 baht. It's like less than $1.50. Less than $1.50 for oh, she knows I'm from Australia. I heard her say Australia. So for less than $1.50, that huge bag of strawberries, each strawberry, this big, giant. I can hear the spots of rain outside. All the sellers are scrambling to bring their stuff inside their stores. Even though it's underneath in here, it's like underneath the awning, I think a little bit of it might still get through, so they're a bit worried obviously for their goods. And that's a bit of a shame. It was a nice day walking around, having a look at the markets. They won't all pack up. I had that sugarcane juice, and that was bloody beautiful. Man, I guzzled that down so fast. And, you know, I'm already thinking of the next drink. So you've got a little, one of these canals that goes through to the river. Oh, look at this area. Nice little area. People just chilling out, doing their thing, walking around. A few tourists around this area, checking out the markets. So the markets here are massive. It's not just like the main drag and it has some stalls hanging out of it. It's all the little streets, the little strips and alleyways, side streets, avenues, and they are loaded. They're absolutely loaded with stalls. I don't even want to guess how many there are. Thousands upon thousands. Probably much more than even the weekend Chinatown market. Up there, look at these old buildings. Look at this one up here. I'll zoom in. Let's have a look. So this one looks like the top of it. Hang on, I've got to. There. See that? Like, what is that? What does that even go to? Is it like an observation deck? Them old ones there, look at them, they're mad. Little old school. Very old area, a lot of history. Now, I didn't find my embroidered Australian flag that I can iron on. Well, not the one that I wanted. So I'll push on through a couple of these alleyways again. If there's any food that tickles my fancy, I'll grab. But I'm still not that hungry, surprising. At 3 p.m, I'm not really very hungry. More thirsty than anything. Like I'm so, I don't know, not dehydrated, otherwise I'd be down on the ground. But you know when you get hot and you're thirsty, even though you've drank fluids, you still feel like you haven't actually had any fluid, and you're a little bit, sort of, a little bit woozy. I don't drink, but I can kind of imagine when you're drunk, you're a little bit sort of unsteady. That's how I feel with this heat, and just needing to keep the fluids topped up all the time. So this here, look at this. We've got overpasses here for pedestrians, up and over, up and over. Obviously during the peak hour, this area must get really, really busy. So they have these pedestrian overpasses. So if you don't want to combat the traffic, over you go. I'm going to go onto Google Maps again and have a sticky beak at exactly where I am and exactly where I should be going next. If I find any weird and crazy stuff on the next little adventure walking through Chinatown, I'll be sure to show you. Well, in true Bangkok fashion, down it comes. It's not just raining, it's bloody pissing down. And the stall owners are either moving their gear inside or they're just plastic wrapping it so it doesn't get damaged or wet. Well, that buggered that up. I was watching, I was looking at Google Maps to see where I was going to go next, and then the next minute she just opened up. I don't think it'll last long, with a bit of luck. Typically from what I've seen, the rain comes in, it dumps and it runs off. I certainly know that it's cooled things down, but it's making a hell of a mess. I'm going to go for a minute because I need to get into some better cover. She's getting a bit ridiculous now, look at that. I'll just zoom in over there, look at that. Got it running off them roofs. Oh God. It's time to, I think it's time to move in. Where can I go? I'm a bit stuck. A bit stuck. Yeah. Oh, not good. It's not somewhere I really wanted to get stuck. Sort of like a bird sitting on the edge, just watching where I'm going to fly to next. It's raining so heavy. It's flooding in this little cafe. I'm standing getting some shelter from the rain. It's so noisy, it's so deafening. And there's just so much water. I can't even move. I have no drama getting wet, but I don't really want to get my bum bag wet. It's got cash and it's got wallet and it's got other camera equipment, and I really don't want to be getting all that stuff drenched. Otherwise I would just run out and just keep walking through. But mate, it's just too heavy. This lady, she's braving it. Look at this lady here. She's going across this stuff, this. She's got the umbrella, it's not doing much. Everyone's pushing the water off their tarpaulin roofs. So they fill up the water. See this fella over here, pushing it off, otherwise the whole roof will collapse. Oof, bloody hell. It's so damn wet. Look down here, it's damn well flooded. Part of the market's out of action. Too much water. I braved it and ran from the cafe that I was sitting at to try and come through the market on the other side, but it's just been so heavy, the rain. Just can't get away. And I'm going to try and zip through the little dry patches. And this is what it looks like when you're inside the market. Everyone's doing the old Frogger and hopping from one shop to the other. As you can see, the rain's just pouring off everyone's little roofs straight into the middle. I know if I can get to the other section of the market, which I might try and do, that section was more undercover. This one looks like it's a little bit more open. So we'll do the old Frogger trick and try and get across to that other market. So I made it across to the other side of the street market. This one's got a permanent structure built over the top. There's just a little bit of rain getting in. Just overall, it's not too bad in here. I think most of the people are hanging out in here. So we'll keep having a look. I'm still yet to get any food, so I do want to grab something. I think, what time we got now on the clock? 4:16 p.m. So I've been in here for a couple of hours. There's a lady here selling cut watermelon for 25 baht. Cold, so I'm going to grab one. It's not lunch, but we'll get it. Looks refreshing, nice and cold. Hello. One watermelon? Yep. Great, thank you. Look at this. Whole bag of watermelon, 25 baht. Less than $1. Very good. Slightly cool. So we're back onto the main drag again, the main strip. Everything's washed out, the streets have been washed clean, ready for tonight. It's good. Hasn't deterred the food vendors. I suppose they've got to stay and sell their food. Some of the stalls where I just was, they're already starting to pack up. I think I just washed them out. It's so wet in there now, and I suppose they can just pack it up and head home for the day. But what am I going to do? Go for a little walk up the main drag here. Food lady here. Just selling some fried foods. Old doggy mate in there. They're still bustling, at least with traffic.
Rain falls down, splashing feet, electric signs, lighting stones, walking through the crowded lanes, umbrellas bright and colors bold. Vendors shout, good deals to find, glistening trinkets catch my eye, street food smells in the air, shopping bags and time to spare. Daytime fun in Chinatown, rain can't keep our spirits down, buying treasures all around, lost in Bangkok's happy sounds. Duck into a little shop, hats and scarves don't wanna stop, see a face, it smiles wide, weather's fierce but we're inside, huddle, jump and laugh and grin, drizzle makes the day begin, coins exchanged, hands so fast, memories made that always last. Daytime fun in Chinatown, rain can't keep our spirits down, buying treasures all around, lost in Bangkok's happy sounds. Huddle, jump and laugh and grin, drizzle makes the day begin, coins exchanged, hands so fast, memories made that always last. Daytime fun in Chinatown, rain can't keep our spirits down, buying treasures all around, lost in Bangkok's happy sounds. Mm-hmm.